My name's Alex Sharratt and I'm a search specialist here at Koozai. Today I'm going to be talking a little bit about white hat and black hat SEO. In order to understand the difference between those two aspects of SEO, I think we first need to understand a bit more about where Google is coming from. Google is primarily a search engine and they deliver search results to their end user. And it is the relevancy of those search results that has made them king of the search engines. They're the most relevant search engine for what most people are looking for. So in order to protect this relevancy and ultimately their profits, they've created a set of guidelines. And these guidelines are freely available for any company or website owner out there. And they just list do's and don'ts about what you can do or shouldn't do on your website. Now, these rules are just rules. They're Google's rules, they're not laws. There's no prison sentence associated with breaking one of Google's rules. But there are quite stiff penalties which can be devastating to an online business. And it is in this set of guidelines that arises the difference between white and black hat SEO. White hat SEO, simply put, follows Google's guidelines. They don't break or bend the rules, whereas black hat SEO techniques will break the rules or bend the rules. And as such, the sort of fundamental difference between the two becomes more apparent. White hat SEO is associated with little to no risk at all. If you follow the guidelines appropriately that Google have set, you're not going to get any sort of penalty or penalisation from Google. If, however, you use black hat techniques, you do run the risk of being penalised. Now, penalisation can take the form of being wiped from Google's index. This simply means that you will no longer be able to be found within Google, or at least your website won't be found within Google. This can be a devastating or fatal blow to an online marketing strategy or a company's business, and can result in the loss of a lot of money generated from online resources. So really, this risk is the fundamental difference that separates white hat and black hat SEO. Now, there are a number of different techniques that can be used in both quarters. Some are more clever or more subtle than others. And with regards to black hat, there are techniques that you can implement that may result in a website not being caught by Google for a very long time, if at all. Although the search engine robots are very clever at discovering black hat techniques. To give you an idea or an example of the difference between a white hat and a black hat technique, let's take the use of keywords on page. White hat SEO will use keywords on a page to build the relevancy for that page to that keyword. Black hat will use potentially keyword stuffing, where the keyword will be used over and over and over again on the page. With regards to off-page activities, link building, for example, used by many white hat SEO consultants. You get links from other websites on the internet that essentially promote your website. Black hat would use link farms or buy links from other websites, and this is definitely against Google's guidelines. Now, the pros of using white hats or black hats, I think, can become a bit more apparent. White hat, the pro is really a lack of risk. There is no risk involved in your website being banned from the index. But black hat has a different pro, and that is that you can get results very, very quickly. And depending on the industry that you're in, this may be more relevant to what you're actually trying to achieve. If you're, for example, you're in an industry where people use a sort of rinse and repeat black hat technique, they create a website, use black hat to optimize it, get results, make profit, get banned from Google, and then create another site and do the same thing all over again. This can go on forever, essentially. But you're not really going to get the benefit that you get out of a long-term online marketing strategy. So white hat is a very stable and long-term source of generating revenue, whereas black hat is a very immediate way of doing that and also carries this high risk. So there is the fundamental difference between black hat and white hat SEO. I hope that's been of help to you. My name's Alex Sharratt, and if you'd like to see more videos by myself or any of my colleagues, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. You can follow us on Twitter, and you can like us on Facebook as well. Thank you for your time.